And I believe it is time for you to meet the founder.
The founder has never requested my presence before, not during any audit, not during any review, and not during any recommendation I have ever submitted.
That is precisely why this meeting should concern you.
I am not concerned.
Then perhaps you do not fully understand the situation.
Then explain it.
For centuries, your reports followed a predictable pattern. You observed civilizations, you measured outcomes, you reached conclusions. Never once did those conclusions become a subject of internal discussion.
The purpose of an auditor is accuracy, not discussion.
And yet your latest report has generated more discussion than any report submitted in the last 3 centuries.
Because humanity has changed.
Or because your interpretation of humanity has changed.
My interpretation follows the evidence.
The evidence has always existed.
No, the evidence existed in fragments. What I am observing now is a pattern, a measurable trend, a growing number of individuals choosing responsibility when comfort would be easier.
A minority.
A minority today, potentially much more tomorrow.
Potential has never impressed the founder.
Potential built every civilization that ever survived.
Potential also destroyed many of them.
Only when guided poorly.
And who would guide humanity?
They must guide themselves, a statement I know you never expected to hear from me.
No, I did not.
For years I observed humanity's weaknesses. That does not mean those weaknesses define them.
The company reached a different conclusion.
Because that choice reveals character. The company measured what humanity chose when comfort was available.
Because that choice reveals character.
The company removed instability. It reveals only part of it. We encouraged comfort. We rewarded distraction. We removed individuals capable of inspiring larger change. Then we acted surprised when people became comfortable and distracted.
The company removed instability.
The company removed possibilities.
Possibilities are unpredictable.
So is progress.
You speak as though you oppose the company.
I oppose incomplete conclusions. My original recommendation was termination because I believed humanity incapable of meaningful change. I no longer believe that conclusion is supported by the evidence.
And that is exactly why the founder wishes to meet you. The signal concerns the company, but your change in judgment concerns Mordain. Founder Mordain would prefer to hear the explanation directly from the auditor who delivered it. Founder Mordain has agreed to hear your explanation personally. I advise precision, Auditor. He has little patience for conclusions built on emotion.
Then he will receive none. My report was not written from emotion. It was written from observation, evidence, and a conclusion I can no longer deny.
That answer may satisfy a review board. It will not satisfy the founder.
I did not come here to satisfy him. I came here to present the truth as I observed it.
Careful, Auditor. Many before you believed they were presenting truth when they were merely defending attachment.
If the founder believes I am attached to humanity, he may challenge the evidence directly.
I have no interest in challenging evidence that already serves my argument.
Founder Mordain.
Auditor Veyron, I have read your report. I have read your previous reports as well. The difference between them is not difficult to see.
The difference exists because humanity has changed.
No, humanity has revealed more of what it has always been. That is not the same thing.
The auditor believes the signal represents a measurable shift in human potential.
I do not dispute human potential. I have never disputed it. Potential has never been humanity's problem.
Then what is?
Choice. Humanity possesses more power than it understands, more imagination than it uses, and more capacity than it is willing to carry. Yet when comfort is offered, most choose comfort.
The company made comfort unavoidable. It surrounded humanity with distraction, convenience, fear, comparison, and endless noise.
We offered what they already desired. We did not create the hunger. We learned how to feed it.
And when individuals rose beyond that hunger, when inventors, researchers, and thinkers threatened to inspire something greater, the company removed them.
Correction. The company removed instability. A civilization cannot be guided if every generation is allowed to tear open reality before it has learned discipline.
You call it guidance. I call it containment.
Containment saved them from themselves more times than you know.
Or prevented them from discovering what they could become.
That is the seductive mistake of hope. It worships what might happen and ignores what repeatedly does happen.
The signal proves repetition is no longer absolute.
The signal proves exceptions exist. It does not prove a species has changed its nature.
Founder, the auditor's report indicates the exceptions are increasing across multiple sectors.
I know that is why he is here.
Then you acknowledge the pattern.
I acknowledge that humanity is capable of awakening. My question has never been whether they can. My question is why so few choose to. Tell me, Auditor. You came to erase them. Now you argue for their continuation. What exactly did you see in humanity that I did not? What exactly did you see in humanity that I did not?
I saw individuals who continued moving forward long after logic suggested they should have stopped.
Persistence is not unique to humanity.
No, but humanity expresses it differently. Many possess no guarantee of success, no certainty of reward, and no evidence their efforts will matter. Yet they continue.
Others abandon their ambitions at the first sign of difficulty.
They do. I observed both groups. My conclusion is not based upon those who failed. It is based upon those who refuse to.
And those individuals justify the continuation of an entire civilization.
No, the trend they represent does.
The auditor's report repeatedly references the signal.
Because the signal is not a person, it is a pattern.
Describe it. Not as an auditor reading numbers from a report. Describe what you actually witnessed among them.
I observed it whenever individuals accepted responsibility for outcomes they could easily blame on others. Whenever they chose discipline over impulse. Whenever they pursued growth despite discomfort.
In other words, whenever they behaved contrary to their nature.
I believe it is part of their nature, not the easiest part, not the most visible part, but a genuine part of who they are.
Then explain why it remains so rare after all this time. A nature that rarely appears is difficult to distinguish from an exception.
Because comfort is easier, it asks for nothing from them. Growth demands effort, sacrifice, patience, and responsibility.
And who provided that comfort? Who built the systems, conveniences, and distractions that now surround them?
The company.
No, humanity created the demand. The company merely supplied it.
That distinction becomes less meaningful when the supply never ends.
Interesting. You speak as though comfort itself is the enemy.
I do not oppose comfort. I oppose dependence.
Many would argue they are the same.
They are not. Comfort is a tool. Dependence is surrender.
And yet billions continue surrendering willingly.
Billions also continue searching for something more.
For centuries, I have studied humanity. They dream of greatness, yet repeatedly choose convenience. They admire discipline, yet avoid practicing it. Explain that contradiction.
Because they are unfinished.
Unfinished. Most civilizations spend their entire existence convincing themselves they have already arrived. They stop questioning, they stop growing, they stop becoming.
Humanity's greatest weakness is not distraction, fear, or comfort. It is that they do not yet understand what they are capable of becoming.
You claim humanity does not yet understand what it is capable of becoming. Explain why that conclusion deserves more weight than centuries of evidence suggesting otherwise.
Because for the first time, I am observing growth that persists despite the systems designed to discourage it.
Every civilization produces exceptional individuals. History remembers them precisely because they are uncommon.
I am no longer observing individuals. I am observing a pattern. That distinction changes everything.
The signal continues expanding across multiple sectors. The data supports the auditor's observation.
I am aware of the data. Numbers have never interested me as much as the forces creating them.
Then perhaps that is where our disagreement begins.
Explain your reasoning.
For centuries, the company studied humanity's weaknesses, their fears, their desires, their tendency toward comfort and distraction.
And those observations were accurate.
They were, but eventually the weaknesses became the entire assessment.
You believe humanity was judged too narrowly.
I believe humanity was measured at its lowest moments and rarely at its highest.
An auditor who ignores weakness is not an auditor.
And a civilization judged only by weakness will never receive a fair assessment.
Fairness is irrelevant. Accuracy is not.
Then let us discuss accuracy.
I am listening.
I observed people abandoning distractions they once depended upon, taking responsibility for failures they once blamed on others, building discipline without being forced, seeking purpose without being promised reward.
And you believe those examples redefine the species?
No, I believe they reveal the species.
That is a significant difference.
An interesting distinction. Continue.
You once said humanity chooses comfort.
Because it does.
It also chooses growth, less often, more painfully, more slowly, but it happens.
And your recommendation remains unchanged.
It does. Humanity should not be terminated. The audit should continue.
For most of this meeting, Auditor, I believed you were defending humanity.
I am defending the evidence.
Good. Because evidence is the only thing that has ever interested me. You have not convinced me that humanity has changed, but you have convinced me that the question remains unresolved.
Founder, what are your instructions?
The audit will continue. Return to Earth, Auditor. Continue your observations. If humanity truly possesses the potential you claim, the evidence will reveal it.
And if it does not?
Then history will repeat itself. For the sake of humanity, Auditor, let us hope your report is correct.